Hello, family. Thank you once again for joining. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Because I know my sister Vavina will be joining us from Australia, and that's night now. So thank you
There,
once
there,
again for
are- there are
joining,
also
guys.
some people from PNG as well that come in as
Now,
well.
yes,
Yeah.
people from that area, exactly. They are all on that side, that part of the world. So thank you guys for joining again. And of course, we're excited. You who, for some reason, we don't know whether this is a coincidence or God planned it to happen. And we are today in gray. We just popped on and saw ourselves gray. And we like that too. So, guys, of course, what else? We are answering the $1 million question. Why unpassive of all things that we have seen on planet Earth? Because unpassive is different. And today we are going to discover how unpassive is going to make life easy for widows and orphans. Hi, sis.
Hi, Sister Comfort. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us again today. Thank you for subscribing. If you have subscribed, thank you for, you know, joining us. If you have not subscribed, kindly consider doing so and hitting the notification bell. Yes, definitely. We are talking about orphans, about widows today. I know a particular sister, Ijoma, my darling sister. She has what do you call it? An outreach to widows and orphans in Nigeria, and she's one of the people that I've told her about Unpassive, and trying to make sure she gets in it. So what are we talking about? Unpassive is a place for everybody. You don't There's no labeling, there's no name calling, there's no, oh, you are this, you are that, so you have no opportunity. No, it's a place that creates even opportunities and a place to dream again for widows, for orphans, for those that even run what we call back home motherless babies homes,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
any kind of outfit like that. Children that don't have parents, that we are orphans, whether they are housed somewhere, whether someone is looking after them or not, or whether someone is looking after them. This is a place that encompasses and allows them to have dream, to have hope, to have to be valued, you understand, and it
Mm.
brings back humanity on the inside of them, to know that yes, definitely they can be someone and something in the future.
Yes. So, guys, we just want to crave your indulgence. Today, we would be most likely localizing the examples because there's a lot of stuff going around orphans and widows in the part of the world where we come from, right? Because back home, sometimes when you're a woman in most of our cultures, when your husband dies, it feels like you are the biggest devil on planet Earth. It's as if you killed your husband and so on. And guys, if you won't believe me, I would really like people to share in the comment section what happens in your own part of the world. So back home, right? Like in my country, definitely in Nigeria too, in most cultures, when your husband dies, the husband family comes. I don't know why I'm saying this with a smile on my face because it's not funny. They come over and they take everything that your husband died and left for you, landed property, vehicles, even a house or stuff like that. They take them off you. The only thing they leave for you or with you are the children. Do what you want to do with those children, but any other thing, we are taking it over. So it's common to see a widow and children living in a thatched roof that is leaking over them. They hardly have food to eat and stuff like that. They go through way too much. If you see most children walking on the street with bare feet and stuff like that, you would find out that they're an orphan or something. They lost either a mom or a dad and stuff like that. And they go through just way a lot, just way too much. And I have respect because there are people who have stood up. There's equally a lady from my country too. I went to the same church. We went to the same church together back home. She does just wonderfully well, Sister Mirabel Karawa. I hope she finds time one day to talk to us here to share what she does. Listen, people who think about widows. So this opportunity while we're presenting, right? So if you are watching us now and you are that person that when you watch things like this, you can't swallow you can't swallow your saliva, you can't stop crying, you are worried, and you are worried because one, I really feel for these people. I badly need to help, but I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the stuff and things like that. Listen, the opportunity is here. Listen, in Mr. Ash Mufareh's ecosystem lies opportunity for everybody. And when you look in as wide as it is, you see enough room for widows and orphans. I don't know, guys. Kindly share. We need to know how it works in your part of the world, in your country, in your continent. Widows and orphans, they don't have it well back home at all. So we just thought about them and think that we should discuss this because we are working our way towards getting to them. Not, we have people already on the field doing that, trying to help from the bit they can, beg, asking here and there $1, $2, and doing a lot of stuff. Imagine what we can do now that everything is here. Sis.
Yeah, that is so true. Because to be honest, if you look at it, for those who are already doing this, we just need to, if anybody that that is already doing that and they're not in non-passive, this is your opportunity for you to reach out to them, for them to be able to come into unpassive, have an affiliate account, so sign up as an affiliate, not just a user, but also sign up as an affiliate so that they have extra something coming in to be able to make sure that they give those children a befitting future. They help them to be able to dream again. Because, let me tell you something. Children at that age, when their parent, that one of them, especially when the breadwinner dies, I'm telling you, whether male or female or their parents dies, they shut down. Sometimes some of them shut down. They don't dream again because they look at it that, okay, so if I start dreaming, what's the purpose or what's the point of dreaming? What,
Wow.
sorry about that. So what's the
Sorry.
purpose of dreaming? Because if I dream, there's nobody that is going to help me into this, because probably they're struggling to even go into primary school. You understand that kind of thing? They've not even
Yes.
been able to go into primary school. Then you want them to start dreaming of going to secondary school or going to university or studying anything in particular. They just shut down. Sometimes they do that. We are not saying that in the whole of Africa this is what happens, but it's majority. It's something that happens constantly and very predominant in Africa generally, that kind of thing. So
Mhm.
for me, I can resonate with that, because I remember very well. I told you before, my own dad died when I was 9, and the first thing my father's senior brother said was, like, oh, my dad was the last born. His senior brother said, oh, they should go to Lagos and go and collect the key
Right.
for the house and tell my mom and our children to get out of the house. But my mom is a strong woman, that kind of thing. She was working, but had her own small business. So if she wasn't someone that was strong and was able to withstand them and really stand up against them, then
Mhm.
honestly we would have been in some serious problem. And don't forget,
Exactly.
back home also, some of the husbands don't tell the wives what they do.
Mhm.
Found out
So,
that my dad had loans. So at the end of the day, even the house that she stood up for, we couldn't
yep.
get anything from it because they've used it as a collateral for loan. So
And
my mom
you you
struggled,
you
you
know
know.
sis, the sweetness about this, let's call it sweet so that we're
Mm,
able to talk it out. The
mm,
sweetness about the whole thing is
mm.
they come for the landed property, the houses, the stuff, and all the money and stuff, but they leave you with children and the debts that you
Children.
inherit from your husband. Do what you
Yes.
want to do with those. Like you said earlier on, that most orphans do shut down when
Mm,
mom dies or dad dies.
mm,
Yes, of course. So that when you go on the streets, that's why sometimes we don't rush to judge.
mm,
When you go on
mm.
the street and see a little girl being what she is, just giving out her body out there to make money, don't quickly judge if you've not had a chat, because some of them can really open up. Go and find out. You will see that most of them, they either completed primary school or the high school, and there's no money to continue education. They want to help mom. They go prostituting, they go stealing just to make a living. Most of the people we find on the street are just victims of circumstances, and orphans are some of them that make those numbers out there just going wrong, not because they choose to do so, they don't like to do it, but then they need to survive, and that's where they find themselves. We can bring them back home. We can give them a life. You can
Right.
talk to them. I have a friend here who
Mm,
told me that she approached one of these homeless. I know that this has nothing to do with orphanage, but then
mm,
just to say that before you judge someone, talk to
mm,
them. He spoke
Yes.
to this guy and discovered that he used to be, I think, in the military or something. He was doing something really well, but
Mm,
because they lost their job. So it's just the
mm,
same situation. When you see a young girl, young, beautiful girl, just careless, throwing their lives around, have a chat. See,
mm,
why are you doing this? You are such a beautiful girl. Why doing this to your body and stuff like that? The stories they tell you, you will not believe, but then it's true. That's
mm,
what they go through. Why do
mm,
they deserve this? Losing one of your parents is already punishment enough. Life is no longer complete. The life is not complete, But then somebody will not leave you. Unfortunately, the pain comes from family. But then
mm,
this time around, family is how you define it. The
mm,
family here to those type of people is you and myself, and not the blood family, because nothing much is coming from there. It's not that everybody does that, but many, it's common. Many people do that. They really do that. They strip them of everything. So where do we go from here? In some cultures back in my country, Sister Fumi, when your husband dies, if I don't smile, I won't say it. When your husband dies, you wear particular, let's say you're dressed in black for 1 full year, and then you have a particular small stool that you sit on. If you are going for a funeral, you are going for a wedding, you are going anywhere, you take this stool around, you sit just on that stool, you don't do anything for that 1 year. It's not like
mm,
somebody helps you. What kind of
mm.
a life is that? So if that person
So
is doing that,
there's
yes,
no support financially, no
nothing.
nothing. But you are not supposed to work.
Exactly. So all of
Uh,
those guys, we're just saying this because, yes, sometimes you feel really bad, but there's nothing you can do about it. Why are we, why do you complain again this time around? And when you think that the joy of everything we're discussing now is just the fact that Mr. Mufare has just changed everything, turned everything around. Because before now, what we would do is offer them a small bag of rice, 5 kilograms of rice, 2 kilograms, or how much you can afford, and salt and stuff like that, and a bottle or a liter of palm oil, for example, back home, right?
mm,
But
mm,
now it has totally changed and
mm.
transferred and promoted itself from, it has metamorphosed, is that the right word, from
Yes,
handout to
yes,
empowerment. You know
yes,
what that
yes.
means? You will just
Mm,
say, this is a roof over your head, this is business, just go along, do what you can do, this is how to go about it, and take
mm,
care of your children. You will not see me coming home again, because you can do this and take care of these children. What
mm.
about that, guys? So
That's
that's something that we just need to know, and we just need to know that it's happening and be ready to go. There are a lot of people already helping, but what they do are they give handouts. Like Sister Mirabel that I'm talking about, she's on Facebook.
mm,
She talks just way too much. You will see them go out there, they find a lady living in a dilapidated roof,
yes,
take it all
mm,
down, replace it with corrugated sheets, get
mm,
new beds and blankets and stuff, put on the beds, say, lay here. What if you do that and add an affiliate account to it? You will
mm,
finally end up brightening the faces of the entire community. What
mm,
about that? So this opportunity is for you who has this kind of a burden, and you need time, you need money to do it. Mr. Mufare gives you 100% freedom. You have everything you need. You are well equipped, because you yourself, he makes sure you are doing okay, and you are well equipped to just go out there and brighten someone's face, and change someone's world. Very important. Before you go, our sister Kido says, I know that in South Africa it's common to hear what women are accused of murder, of course, for the death of their husbands. Women have suffered in Africa. Sis, go for it.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
like sometimes I wonder what they do to men if their wives die. You understand that kind of thing, because they don't get away with so many things apart from our sister, what do you call her name, that sang the song that died through domestic violence, but
Oh
many
yeah,
other
I
women
know.
have
I
died
know.
in the process like that, and nobody has challenged the men and say, oh, what did you do? You killed your wife, this, that, and that. But women have suffered so much. And on top of that, they still have to care for their children. Don't
Mhm.
forget that even as a widow, they are also going through things psychologically,
Right.
mentally, that they are, but they have to be sane for the sake of their children. And many of them sometimes don't even know where the next meal is coming from.
Yeah.
And I love the way our CEO puts it. He said, we need to empower them. And that is where now I want to bring in Oh Bless. Because can you imagine? You said have an affiliate account. You know what one affiliate account can do for a community? You know,
Hmm.
if you have one affiliate account, what it can do for the community in that area. Leave that and put it aside. Then we as together as a family, what we can do, even if it's $1 each that we give as 1 million, 2 million, and then we actually empower all of those widows and
Hmm.
all of the orphans. Take, for example, their children that are being adopted, okay?
Hmm.
If they're being adopted, that's good. It's better, even a better life for them. But sometimes back here in the Western world, we screen them so well, sometimes, and then but in Africa, sometimes they screen them. I
Hmm.
don't know what they do. I know they screen them as well, so they know that they can take care of the children. But at least for those of them who are in orphanages, then they have a better life. Then they
Hmm.
can actually dream. They can start dreaming all over again, instead of thinking, okay, I'm just here. We're just getting past, because sometimes the orphanages too struggle financially. They do struggle because
Yeah.
many a times they don't know where food is coming from. They just trust God, and the children have learned to live by faith.
Hmm.
So sometimes I've heard the story of someone that said, okay, taking care of children like that, he did not know, they did not himself and his wife did not know where food was coming from. But you know what they told the children? They set the table, put everything there, and told the children to pray and thank God for the meal. And the children were looking at them as if, are they okay? That kind of thing. But because they've already learned how
Hmm.
to live like that, they did pray. And as soon as they finished the prayer, someone knocked on their door and said, God instructed me. I made some food, and God said I should bring you food. And
Right.
they did not have anything. So sometimes the orphanages do struggle. So if
Of
you know
course.
any orphanage, genuine ones, please, because sometimes in Africa we have fake ones, people that come and say they have orphanages and they don't have anything. Genuine ones, this is the time for you to encourage them, if you know the owners, to come in and take a look at Unpassive and have an affiliate account for them to be able to sustain what they are doing, because that is a passion and that's their compassion, and also that is where they have to give empowerment to the children, because once they have that kind of account, the children can begin to dream even further. They can
Hmm.
start dreaming. The ones that have shut down can start thinking, okay, at least we have enough to eat, then that means I can go to secondary school. There'll be
Yeah.
enough money to go to pay for my school fees, to go
Hmm.
to university, to some that wants to do vocational, learning. They can say, okay, that means that, because back in Africa, vocational learning is not cheap either. You don't have
Yep.
to pay, that kind of thing. So everything is paid for. So it's
Hmm.
like, oh, I can go for my vocational training and become somebody, and then they become pillars in society. They can become employers as well and create jobs for other
Yeah.
people. So
Sis,
it's very
I just
important
want
that
to.
we
Yeah, it's like you're almost breaking up. So I just want to piggyback on something you said earlier on. I'm one of those people that I get so emotional. I don't like the idea of adopting a child, even though my oldest is adopted anyway. But then this case is totally different. I hate the idea of adopting a child from a living parent. Because most of them give out their children out for adoption because they cannot feed them. So what if you can adopt the family, like adopt the mom and child? Just say, I am not taking away your child, but you are my new family. You are now my sister. It's not like I'm adopting you to do something for me, but adopting you like we are now family. But then just to make you comfortable, stay where you are, keep your children all with you, and then this is what you need to do to raise them. That is just a wonderful thing. It's not like I cannot adopt, but if I go to the orphanage, there are children that their parents died and left them there. There a lot of crazy stuff happen. You pick them from the street and stuff. Yes, I can adopt that. But adopting a child from a woman who is alive, I'm just like, can I give mine away? No, why take hers? I, you know, so the opportunity is here to stop that from happening. Let there be reason for a child to be adopted, the child who doesn't have any parent at all, or the one that a teenage girl delivered and dropped here and went disappeared into thin air. Yes, we adopt those. But then if this lady has her own child or her children and wants to give this one out so that she gets money to take care of the rest, I adopt the entire family and say this is where to start from. How about that, guys? I think we can do it. Let's think about it and wait for it, because there are
Yes.
many people doing it already. The good news is that we have the people already on the field. We just need to empower them to, it's just a ripple effect. The moment it drops, it's going round and round and round and round, and many, many more smiles popping up. And of course, the sun gets brighter and brighter for everyone. And if you are joining us now and you don't know what we're talking about, you don't know about unpassive, you can do a lot from this, because like our old bless, there is just way too much you can do. You don't one why we encourage you to join unpassive, join the affiliate program, is because you yourself, you are empowered, you don't have any need. So you have all the time and the convenience to go do more than you are doing now, or more than you want to do. Secondly, if you have an affiliate account, you can decide to just say, I want to use this to sort my own self out, but then come back on or bless and say, listen, this woman and her children, it's not going. They're under a thatched roof. There are five of them inside that one hut with two bamboo beds. Mom is sleeping here with the last two little ones, and the other three ones, two boys and a girl, they're sleeping on, sharing the next bed over there. It's not funny. It's more than inconvenient. It's anything bad, anything wrong about it. But then here is the solution. So if you have that burden, if you're already in it, struggling, and we can imagine how much you're already struggling to help them do what you are doing, to give the handouts, the time now is here for you to be empowered, to empower them, and to through that they will equally empower their communities. On passive is that kind of contagious thing that when you take it, you can't keep it. So if you are listening to us for the first time, this is for you. Go ahead, click. If you are seeing a link, there is a QR code somewhere, scan it. If you see a link somewhere, click on that link, sign up, go into our ecosystem, sign up for the affiliate program, and see what you will do. It's just amazing. I don't care about myself. She doesn't care about hers, because we know Mr. Mufarek cares about us, and his interest is, I just love you so much that I want you to be part of my business. What would you be doing? Because the blessings are going to be more than what you ever expected. What would you be doing with, you know, and stuff like that? So he's just empowering you so that you are able, because his heart is actually for those people who don't know anybody anywhere. They're just me, myself, and my children. We are here. And then somebody just shows up from somewhere and or from nowhere and then changes a life and goes and disappears again. This is just wonderful, guys. And as a team, as a family, we are up to the task. Let's be preparing for that. Let's be planning to do that. If we like to join those who are already there by going there physically, fine. You don't have to go. There are people who are ready to go. Let's use them, empower them, equip them, use Obless and all of those. So if you don't know about Obless, it's our crowdfunding platform. So if you bring a course and it's genuine, because everything here is a 100% ethical company, you just need to be genuine. Whether you are one of the affiliates or not, but your course is genuine. We just go for it. We are in there in our millions. You don't need much. Everybody just needs to drop in $1. All of us who are in there, and you come out with enough to take care of not just one family, but even a community. So there is just joy about everything. And I think that we are up to the task, guys.
Thank you, Sister Comfort, for what you mentioned there, to adopt a family. It reminds me of what Compassion UK normally does, where they tell you to adopt a child and sponsor a child for a whole year. Once you sponsor that child, and the child sponsoring affects the whole community of that child, so it goes for the parents. So it's a good idea for everyone that is already in on passive to start thinking of adopting a family. You adopt the family, and then you are able to empower them, and then if wherever you need to come in and pull more resources, then you can use Obless for that. It's very, very important for us not to take the children out of their families, but put them in their families, especially the ones that are already in a family, for them to be able to, bind and bond and move together as a family. It's very, very, very important,
Right.
so that people consider that as well. So it's not just about, what you said here. You can adopt the ones that already orphans that don't have parents at all. But for those who are children, and because I know this kind of thing happens not just in Africa. I've seen a video that happens in India as well, in the remote parts of India as well, where the parents, and Pakistan and other areas, where they sell their children for them to be able to, just have enough for, catering for. And some of them end up sending all those children, probably remaining just one. So it's very important for us to look into things like that, where we can adopt a family for those founders also who are from India, who are from Bangladesh, who are from Pakistan. Any founder, wherever you are from, please start considering adopting a family, such that they don't need to sell any of their children or give any of their children away from their family. If you want to adopt a child that is an orphan, then that's fine. That kind of thing. That is really, really acceptable. And so far, you make sure you have enough resources to take care of that child. God will bless you.
Indeed, indeed. I know our sister Lona here is confirming because she is already doing that. And these are the people we have already, they're on the field. They just need our support, moral support, to first just say, thank you, sister, for doing whatever you're
Thank
doing to
you.
brighten the lives of our community.
Yes.
We are there for you. We are family. We're in it together. Things will never be the same again. So somebody was just asking, what happens after you sign up to become an affiliate? So when you are already signed up and you are in the ecosystem, go ahead and start familiarizing yourself. That is your new office. That's where your business is taking place. That's your shop. That's where your wallet is. That's where every other thing is. As it stands in the ecosystem, we have 3 free products which you can use and make the maximum best use out of it. We have the mail, which is a mailing system like Yahoo, like Google and stuff. But the difference here is that all mail has unlimited space. Listen, with Google Mail, this device I hold here, there's a red something. I don't want to turn it on. There's something red. Each time I go there, say, hey, your storage is full. You need to either empty your storage to
Empty,
create
or
more
you.
room, or you buy storage. OnPassive
Mhm.
doesn't have that. They leave it all free of charge. You can keep as many videos and pictures and images as you want. It's never getting full. You have it all open. And then apart from that, you have video mailing. You send a video mail, you're sending a mail to dad or mom. You just click the record and it goes on video. You sit here talking to them and smiling. They receive it and then send it back to you. All mail to all mail, right? And then we also have OnNet, which is a social media platform, the most ethical and most sophisticatedly secured social media platform. My son is 14 and I am about to let him go on social media. I've never thought I was ever going to let him do that until he's maybe 18, 19. But right now, I can assure you, I'll let him go on OnNet and I feel safe because whatever he's doing there, I know that he is secure because cyberbullying is zero tolerant out there on our own net. Because you log in, you sign up just once with one name. When you are signing up again, they say this device is already registered. We know this, you here. Why are you creating a second account on OnNet? So if you come there and try to do cyberbullying and stuff like that, you are kicked out. They block you from the source. You block your device. You never access our ecosystem anymore. There's more and more in our own net. You have you want to talk about it too, sis? I know you're there.
We have blogs for those who are writers, for those who are, musicians, for those who know how to talk. If you know how to, write poems, and you read poems, and you know how to read oratorily, as in oratorily. I mean, you have a lovely voice. Podcast is there. Do you know how much podcast costs? How much you need to pay to use a podcast? Go, just check on Spotify and see how podcast is, or just
Mhm.
Google it and see how it is. But this is for free. We have blogs. If you know how to write, and you can write really good, or you know how to say something that is going to encourage somebody, and is something that someone is going to be blessed and is going to go far, I'm telling you, the blogs are there as well. So
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you something. It's not just that, but when once even our CEO sees that, people are, going to your blogs, and they're really, really thinking, oh, that's a good one, that's a good one, and your podcast and whatever, they will, the AI will drive traffic to your blogs, drive traffic to your podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
what are
right.
we talking about? Free of charge. All
Yeah.
free
So,
of
so,
charge.
so sis, before we go deep in that, if people like, for the sake of those who are new, we can come here just to talk a bit more about what we have in there and what happens after that, because
Mm,
people definitely need to know. Fair enough, right?
mm,
So while
mm,
we're saying we're answering this question to somebody who is asking what happens after you sign up to become an affiliate. So
mm,
while you spend time enjoying these free products, our
mm,
first paid product that will be going to the market, so that you start, when you sign up for that product, you start making commissions from it. It's going to be O Connect,
mm,
which is a video conferencing platform. We did a number of beta testing. It started from 200, 300 to 6,000, 14,000, and we finally tested at
86,
80,700, some 80,600.
86,650.
Yeah,
Mm,
about that. That's where we were, but at the level we were testing. So when it comes out, it has every feature that you have never imagined of. So when the paid products come now, what you do is you just buy it, leave it in your store at the OES, and then Mr. Mufare's marketing team, they go to work. They advertise the product on your behalf. That means they do the marketing campaign, and then they sell it on your behalf, because you cannot sell it. It's an IT product. They are the ones who know who needs it and how to get it to them. And all you do is now spend time to check out on widows and orphans if it's gradually making sense now. If not, let's stop. But go ahead and register. Come back for more questions. With more questions, we have every answer. If it means putting up a quick one of these days, just to discuss this portion of it, because why we have chosen to come here before we go to our 4 o'clock is we think that there are people out there who do not yet know about on passive. They are looking for something out there, but then it's here, they don't know. So guys, what we would like to do is do us a favor, share this. Why we present it is for all of us. Let's share it to our people. Everybody, anybody from anywhere, everywhere, right? Who needs to know about this? Tell them. There are many people who have a heart, their heart pours out for widows and orphans, but they can't help because they cannot afford either time or finances or both or one of them. But you have everything here. Let's share, but then it's not for entertainment. If you are sharing, make sure you have your link. Go to the back office first, pull out the link from your back office, add it to your to this video we're talking on now, and share to a friend, to a brother, to a sister, that person who has a heart for widows and orphans. We are going to make it happen. So thank you so much, my brother Ram Ben. Thank you for blessing us. We appreciate that. The super sticker. Oh, my sister is gone. So guys, so she's just gone off camera. So all right, she's here now. Yes, so sis, I think we should be rounding up. We've been keeping our people already for over half an hour, and we knew
yes.
that talking about these people, God, they're so
We
special.
were,
There's about
yes,
their
we were
lives.
going to go a bit over
So we
today.
knew that it was going to go a bit long, but bear with us. Next time we'll try our best to keep it below 30 minutes. So,
Mm,
guys, kindly share, subscribe, click on the bell icon. My sister and myself were here every day, Monday to Friday.
Friday.
And then our main place, which is the evening, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 9 p.m. UK. We are coming back, of course, in the evening. There's an interesting, very, very interesting topic too, and we had a
Mm.
great Q&A yesterday. Check on those, click on the notification bell so that immediately we show up, you are there, and we have this chat together. Thank you so much for all the blessings. Thank you for always being there to support us.
Sister Vavin just came in. She said, oh, sorry, I'm late. No, don't
I
worry.
know. We understand that you were sleeping. Go and good night, but we already said good night to you at the
At,
very beginning, because we know
at the
that you were going to
beginning.
show up at
Yes.
some point.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, everyone. We love you all. Join us back again tomorrow, the same time.
Yes, please join us same time tomorrow. And of course, don't forget tonight in the evening, it's just going to be wonderful. So it's a sweet topic coming up. Don't miss out on that, guys. Get ready and see you soon. Bye. Much love from us, guys. Bye.